everyone, and welcome to the next video with Quizzing with Al. And it's a first proper on-topic quiz, and it's all about my favourite topic, Formula 1. I love Formula 1, as you can see from the hat here, and you can see from my tattoo here that I am a massive McLaren fan and also a fan of Ayrton Senna. But I just love the sport, watch every single race, been to a few races before, and I thought, well, what a better way to make my first on-topic quiz to be all about Formula 1. If you don't know about how I work things here, I will give out, how many questions have we got? We have got 24 questions in total. Goes A, B, C and D, so a bit like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I will give out the answers straight after the question. So it is fast, it is speedy, just like Formula 1. And yeah, put your answers in the comments right at the end. I want to see how you all guys did. And after we do this, tell me what topics you want me to do in the future and I will do them. I'll do a little bit of research if I don't know them. But anyway, we'll start. So, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Here we go with question number 1. Who was the first driver to win a race for Ferrari? Was it A, Alberto Ascari, B, Piero Taruffi, C, Giuseppe Farina, or D, Jose Froilan Gonzalez? And it was back in the 1951 Monaco Grand Prix. I hope you don't now just use Wikipedia and look that up. But it was D, Jose Froilan Gonzalez from Argentina. Question 2. Before Alex Albon, who is the only other Thai Formula 1 driver? Was it A, Prince Bira, B, Alex Yun, C, Rio Haryanto, or D, Andre Gulfi? And it is A, Prince Bira, all the way back in the very first 4 F1 seasons, all the way back in the 1950s. So it took a while for Alex to bring Thailand back to Formula 1. Question 3. Who is the only African driver to stand on the podium who wasn't from South Africa? Is it A, Tony Maggs, B, Sam Tingle, C, John Love, or D, Robert Lacaze? And it is C, John Love. He surprisingly came quite close to winning the race, but I think he had issues with his car, so he had to slow down and lost the race, but still second place. So he was in a private car, and it was in South Africa as well, so there was still a lot of people around who were supporting him. And he was from Rhodesia, which is now Zimbabwe. Tony Maggs did score podiums. He was from South Africa. Sam Tingle was also from what is now Zimbabwe, but never scored. And Robert Lacaze, the only F1 driver to be from Morocco. Question 4. Bernie Ecclestone used to be the team owner of which team? Was it A, Lotus, B, Benetton, C, Brabham, or D, March? And if I'm going a bit too quick on the answers, let me know in the comments. I'll improve in other videos if I need to, but you can just pause if I'm going too fast. And it is C, Brabham. He was the owner of Brabham back when Nelson Piquet was winning. He was there for a long time, but then decided he would rather be doing all the commercial stuff and made Formula 1 as big as it is today. So thank you, Bernie. Question 5. Who on the radio famously told Felipe Massa, "Fernando is faster than you"? And the 2010 German Grand Prix. Is it A, Andre Stella, B, Stefano Domenicali, C, Aldo Costa, or D, Rob Smedley? And it is D, Rob Smedley, who was Felipe's race engineer. And famously said, "Fernando is faster than you." And it was back when team rules weren't allowed, so Ferrari got into a bit of trouble for that, and controversially, Felipe had to give up the win to let Fernando win it. Question 6. Other than Keke Rosberg, who is the only other driver to win the world title with only one race win in that season? Is it A, John Surtees, B, Mike Hawthorne, C, Denny Hulme, or D. Giuseppe Farina? And it is B. Mike Hawthorn. Back in 1958, became the first British driver to win the Formula 1 World Championship in a real tight hustle fight with Sterling Moss. Yeah, only won one race that whole year, just like Keke Rosberg. Number 7. Who was the first driver to use the DRS button? And as of 2025, the DRS button left. So yeah, no DRS for the future, going 2026 onwards, but who was the very first one to do it? Was it A. Nico Rosberg, B. Kamui Kobayashi, C. Jenson Button, or D. Lucas Di Grassi? And it was the 2010 Bahrain Grand Prix, the first race to have DRS, and it had to be, didn't it? It was C. Jenson Button was the first person to use the DRS button. So Button used the button first. Number 8. Which circuit would you find the Tarzan corner? Is it A. Zandvoort, B. the Nürburgring, C. Spa-Francorchamps, or D. the Hungaroring? You hear that dog barking? They're trying to answer the question. And it is A. Zandvoort. It's that swooping corner. Just when you go past all the twisty bits. I think it is. Number 9. And it's about that famous race, United States Grand Prix. Only 6 drivers started it due to all the tyre nonsense that was going on around there. It was a very popular race. But which driver achieved his only podium finish at that race? Was it A. Christian Albers, B. Tiago Monteiro, C. Narain Carter-Kane, or D. Pedro de la Rosa? Again, crazy race, only 6 drivers, and bit of a clue, it's the 2 Ferraris, 2 Minardis, and the 2 Jordans. And it was Jordan's last ever podium, which was scored by Tiago Monteiro from Portugal. Question 10. Which of these US tracks hosted a Formula 1 Grand Prix first? Was it A. Watkins Glen, B. Riverside, C. Phoenix, or D. Sebring? It is D. Sebring. Number 11. Which of these drivers holds the record for the most win percentages per race in their Formula 1 career of 47%? And when I mean that, I mean the amount of races they took part compared to the amount of wins they had in the races that they did take part in. And is it A. Jim Clark, B. Juan Manuel Fangio, C. Max Verstappen, or D. Ayrton Senna? And it is B. Juan Manuel Fangio. Crazily, you think 8 years he was in Formula 1, won 5 championships in that time, and back then there was only maybe 6 races a year, and yeah, he won 47%. Jim Clark's close, he's the next one, and then surprisingly it's Max Verstappen, man, that is the animal that is currently going, as he's in 3rd place, which is crazy, think of the amount of races we have nowadays. Question 12. Which of these drivers has won 2 of the 3 races that make up the Triple Crown? And if you're not aware what the Triple Crown is, it's the Monaco Grand Prix, the Indy 500, and the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Is it A. Nigel Mansell, B. Jacques Villeneuve, C. Juan Pablo Montoya, or D. Dan Gurney? Someone's talking. I don't think it's one of this flat, because I hope not, because I'm the only one here, but I can hear someone talking. It's coming up on the video. It is C. Juan Pablo Montoya. He won the Indy 500 and he's won the Monaco Grand Prix. He has taken part in the 24 Hours of Le Mans, but didn't win it. Nigel Mansell has won the Indy 500 but never won the Monaco Grand Prix, came very close in 92 with Ayrton Senna. Jacques Villeneuve's won Indy but has not won either Le Mans or Monaco. And Dan Gurney has won Le Mans but not Indy or Monaco. Question 13. The longest track ever used in Formula 1 was what? Was it A. the Nordschleife, which is the Nürburgring's long version, B. the Avis, C. Pescara, or D. the original Spa-Francorchamps? And it is C. Pescara. I believe the track was about 9 miles long, street circuit all around Italy. Crazy, way back in the 50s when you could just drive around anywhere really, but then there was no safety or no sort of organisation in terms of, is this track okay to use? They just use it. 9 miles long. Question 14, and it's a bit of a fun little fact for you. What happened straight after Vittorio Brambilla won his only Formula 1 win back in 1975? Was it A, he was punched by James Hunt, accusing him of taking him out earlier in the race? B, did he spin off and crash the car just as he crossed the line? Or C, he was mistaken as his teammate who was originally given the win? Or D, he was originally disqualified for taking a shortcut and winning the race by cheating? Imagine you only win being like this. But yeah, B, he spun and crashed the car, cheering away as he goes. It was a wet race, and yeah, just dropped the car just as he went over the line, smashed into a barrier. Still was able to get the car going, but yeah, without a front wing, and yeah, the car pretty mangled up. What way to win your only race? Question 15. Adrian Newey has just become the new team principal of Aston Martin, but his first Formula 1 car was built for which midfield team way back in the 1980s? Was it A, Arrows, B, Leighton House, C, Tyrrell, or D, Ligier? The amount of titles this man has won. I think he is the most successful man ever in Formula 1. Crazy, you know, wins with McLaren, Williams, Red Bull, and maybe one day with Aston Martin. But his first ever car ever built was for B, Leighton House. Number 16, which of these drivers didn't win the Indy 500 when it was part of the Formula 1 World Championship between 1950 and 1960? Was it A, Sam Hanks, B, Roger Ward, C, AJ Foyt, or D, Johnny Parsons? And although he was massive, I believe he's the most successful Indy 500 winner. I think he's won it more than anyone else, but he won it soon after it left Formula 1, and it is C, AJ Foyt. Question 17. Which ex-Formula 1 driver won the very first Formula E race back all the way about 10 years ago? Was it A, Lucas Di Grassi, B, Sebastian Buemi, C, Nelson Piquet Jr., or D, Jerome D'Ambrosio? And I've watched a few Formula E races. It's not really for me. They sound too much like vacuum cleaners for my liking, and cars need to sound good for me to appreciate them a little bit. And it was A, Lucas Di Grassi. Famous race, very first one, went into the last lap between Nico Prost and Nick Heidfeld. Final corner, they both went for the final corner, and both crashed, and Nick Heidfeld had this crazy barrel roll crash into the barrier. It was a crazy end to the race, but yeah, it was won by Lucas Di Grassi. It was Nelson Piquet Jr. who won the title at the end of the year. Question 18. Who was the driver who was dropped by Jordan to give way for Michael Schumacher to make his Formula 1 debut? Was it A, Roberto Moreno, B, Bertrand Gaccio, C, Andrea Cesaris, or D, Yannick Dalmas? And it was B, Bertrand Gaccio. He was actually arrested for throwing acid at someone in a bar. He still came back to Formula 1, but yeah, crazy really that what can happen. But yeah, it gave way for Michael Schumacher to have his incredible career started all the way back in that year 1991 because someone decided to be an idiot in a bar. Number 19. Who was the last driver to win a race at the Caesars Palace Grand Prix? And a bit of connection, it was the last race all the way back until we joined back into Vegas back in 2023. And was it A, John Watson, B, René Arnoux, C, Nelson Piquet, or D, Michele Alboreto? And it was crazy, it was the car park of Caesars Palace. It just went a bit like that and then just went up and down, back and around. Not the best track that I think Formula 1 have ever had, and surprisingly it only lasted 2 years. First one was won by Alan Jones, but the second one and last was won by Michele Alboreto. And I believe it was his first Formula 1 win as well. Bit of an underrated driver. Michele Alboreto nearly won it back in 1985, but yeah, it doesn't really get talked about these days. Question 20. Who was Fernando Alonso's first Formula 1 teammate? And he's been in it a long time. But all the way back in 2001, still going now. Is it A. Tasso Marquez, B. Thomas Eng, C. Enrique Bernaldi, or D. Alex Yun? I was 3 years old when he started, and I'm now 28. Nearly 29. I'll be 29 when he'll still be in it. Crazy. Makes me feel slightly young. Makes me start to think, well, I'm not as old as I think I might be. But it is A. Tasso Marquez, all the way back with Minardi at the 2001 Australian Grand Prix. Question 21. Whose world champion's son is called Thomas? Is it A. Niki Lauda, B. Jack Brabham, C. Jody Scheckter, or D. John Surtees? Give it just a think. What does Thomas sound good? Thomas Lauda, Thomas Brabham, Thomas Scheckter, Thomas Surtees. Which one do you think is the real one? And it is C. Thomas Scheckter. Never made it to Formula 1. He did compete in the Indy 500, but yeah, never made it as far as Formula 1 like his dad did. Question 22. What happened to Juan Manuel Fangio at the 1958 Havana Grand Prix? Did he A. trip while running for the car and broke his leg? B. He was kidnapped? C. He showed up to the wrong track and missed the race? Or D. He crashed into the sea whilst racing? All of them sound completely crazy, don't they? But one of them is true. And it is B. He was kidnapped just before the race. Yeah, he was kidnapped by people from Fidel Castro's party and missed the race because he was being held captive. Apparently they treated him really nice. They let him watch the race and fed him and made him feel like he was in a hotel. And crazy to think, afterwards he became friends with them and they exchanged Christmas presents and birthday cards and everything well up until he was old. And yeah, crazy. I'm not sure I'd be like that if I was kidnapped by someone, but Juan Manuel Fangio was a bit more of a forgiving, caring guy. Question 23. Which nation is second for the most drivers in the sport? And Britain is number 1. Is it A. Italy, B. the US of A, C. France, or D. Germany? And this does include the drivers who were in the Indy 500 between, again, 1950 and 1960. But it makes no difference because it is A. Italy. Second. There's still quite a big gap between Britain and Italy. Yeah, they're second, and then I believe France is third. Then it is the USA that are fourth, and Germany are fifth. And the final question: which race in 2025 had the highest attendance of around 500,000? Was it A. Italy, B. Australian, C. the British, or D. the Mexican? And it was the British Grand Prix, surprisingly. Yeah, Silverstone boasted the greatest attendance. I'm sure maybe the Lando Norris buzz and the fact that George and Lewis are also there, and also Ollie, 4 British drivers. Yeah, gave it the biggest attendance of 500,000 people. But there you go, so that is the end of the quiz. You made it to the checkered flag. I hope you won the race, or even more, you may have won the championship. But let me know how you did. Hopefully you liked this. Hopefully you are into Formula 1 and actually enjoyed it. And if you didn't, I'm sure maybe you now have some facts about Formula 1, and hopefully I've made you love the sport and start watching it from next season. It's in the middle of seasons at the moment, so it's a good time to start. Or you can just watch Drive to Survive and get into it like that. Hopefully one day you'll love it as much as I did. But put your scores in the comments so I can see how well you did, and hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want, I hope I enjoyed this one. I did enjoy this one as my first on-topic quiz, and it is a topic that I like. But if there's a topic that you want me to specifically do, and if there's a demand, I will do it, and I will do some research if I don't know it. So fire away with any topics you want, or if you want me to just go back to random ones, then I'll do that as well. But again, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. So, peace.